Happy birthday!
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Say that again? It doesn't matter what your name is!
Alright, everybody. If someone made Avengers Infinity War and then they remade Avengers Infinity War without changing anything and they just recast everyone except RDJ, that's what this is. This film is lovely at the start. It's wonderful. I love it when it's kid Moana. She's really cute. The songs. I loved hearing the songs again on the big screen. I was tapping my foot. I was going, Moana, make way, make way. I was singing my heart out. And then I left the film and I thought, I could have just watched that on Disney Plus, and I've just paid for a ticket. Dwayne Johnson, of course, has charisma. But this is the point. In this movie, Dwayne Johnson is just Dwayne Johnson. He's just The Rock. Maui, in the original film, at least had a bit more character to him to separate him a bit more from Dwayne Johnson. Like, this guy, at this Unlimited Plus, I think in Cineworld, looks more like Maui than The Rock does in this film. Maui is not a muscular guy. Obviously, he has muscular arms, but that's not his character. That's not the wow factor. Dwayne Johnson is just so... he's got a bit of an ego that Maui has to have a muscular suit, and Maui has to be muscular everywhere, when that's just not what Maui is. The wig is plastered to his face terribly. It's absolutely awful, and it's the classic thing with wigs. His hair looks different in every single shot he's in, even if he's just spoken to Moana. They do the same camera shots as in the animated film, the same lines, the same everything, and I keep thinking, God, I could have watched this at home. So the only bits I enjoyed were the opening bits, because obviously it's charming seeing a little Moana interact with the water in real life. And the songs are good, and yeah, I like the choreography for the songs. You're Welcome slaps, just like it does in the original. But the middle of the film is boring. Heck, the end of the film is boring, because we know what happens. We know that the heart of Te Fiti is restored. This mystery that's in the original film, or this quest, well, when we watched the original film 10 years ago, we didn't know how it was going to end. A decade later, we've seen this story about 100 times. We know how this film is going to end. They don't subvert anything. They don't do anything different. And even if they did, there probably would have been uproar. So with a silly film like this, you can't win. You cannot win. I hate when people say, it's a kid's film, it's fine. No, kids' films should be amazing, because they should inspire young kids to go into a career of film. If a young kid watches Spider-Verse, they're going to be thinking, wow, how do I do that? Spider-Verse asks big questions, but it kind of hides them in the Spidey, like, makeup of it all. Do you know what I mean? Like, a kid is going to go and watch Moana and think, oh, that movie was bland, it was boring, I've seen it on Disney Plus, this live action, what is this color grading? The characters look like they're in CGI backgrounds, and they're not going to be inspired. We need to inspire young people so that the next generation of filmmakers wants to make films. I've come out of this movie, I take film studies as an A-level, and I'm uninspired. I think, wow, this is really the profession I want to go into? That sucks, man. Kids' films should be amazing. They should be full of wonder. The original Moana is amazing. The original Moana is full of wonder. And this is just a soulless, as I say, cash grab. As everyone's been saying, cash grab, cash grab. And it doesn't even look like it's going to be the cash grab that they thought, because it looks to be bombing as bad as Snow White, which, in an essence, is kind of a positive. Obviously, people have worked on this movie, and that's terrible. But Disney have to learn. These live-action remakes have to stop. They have to. No one is going to watch them anymore. The only reason Disney got cocky is because Lilo and Stitch made $1 billion. And in that aspect, I came out of Lilo and Stitch really liking it, because they changed some stuff. It worked. It was nice seeing Stitch in live action. People are curious with this. And it was a film that lended itself good. Moana, no. Lion King, no. So what would I rate this film? I'd rate this film a 4 out of 10, purely for the opening. The opening 20 minutes are the best thing about this film. because they've still kind of got you, and it still kind of looks colourful. Once The Rock comes into it, too much of a good thing makes you get sick of it. I like Dwayne Johnson. He's very charismatic. I like the dude. But there's too much Dwayne Johnsonness in this film, and there's not enough Maui-ness. The young actress who played Moana is fabulous, Catherine Lagayala. She is so good as Moana, but sadly no one else was a standout in this film. So, yeah. Guys, don't take your kids to see Moana. Don't see Moana. Just to watch it on Disney+. So, now that I've helped you save your money, you're probably saying,
Thank you.
and to that, I'd respond with,
What can I say except you're welcome?